We're back here with episode number 16, and it's kind of the part 2 of episode number 15 about the babies and all that kind of stuff. I knew that if I waited one day that they would change it all around, make it a little different, and they have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of cover what they changed, and I'm going to get into kind of the feeding process of the babies too. I've got a fertilized Sarco egg. It's a really high level egg, and I'm really excited to get that going. But the first thing I want to cover is with the mating process, the part where you're actually going to get the egg. I showed in my last video how to ride one of them and then use that to prop the other one against something and kind of get it stuck where they'll mate. But they actually changed it, so you can no longer do that, and you can no longer encumber them like heavily, where they will then just not be able to move and then they'll mate. So you can't do that anymore. Now they have to totally be wandering. See, look at the little turtle there. I grew him and didn't want him because he was a male and only level 46, so he's on wander and he's gonna wander the world. But other than that, we're gonna get into this Sarco and I'll show you how to feed them and all that because all of it's changed, and we'll be right back. Alright, and we are back down here near the swamp where it's nice and warm for my Sarco egg, and it's just about to hatch up. It's pretty close. Look at it. Oh, there he is. Oh my gosh, look at how cute he is. Level 131 baby Sarco. Alright. So now that they've changed it, where the babies will not eat out of feeding troughs anymore, just so you know, you have to feed it until it's at the maturation process where it's a juvenile, and then it'll start eating out of your troughs and everything. So right now, I'm gonna show you how I've got this kind of stocked up. Let him go there. Disable. Oh my gosh! Look at this little crocodile. I think it's a little bit dark. Look how cute he is. Alright, whatever. We need to get food for him. So we're gonna go up here, and what I've done is I've put this feeding trough full of food here, along with this next to it, so I can just keep filling it up as I go. So I don't have to keep running everywhere. I think they lowered the food rate a little bit, so we'll see. Oh yeah, remember to turn them off wandering, because they spawn with wandering turned on. And for some reason they won't stop wandering until you get them to follow you again. Alright. So I'm going to put this food in his inventory. He's going to eat all that like crazy. And what you can do is, if you like run a server or something, you can turn up the maturation process rate, and you can turn up the egg hatching rate and all that kind of stuff. So if you really hate it, you can change it if you want to. I'm going to get him to follow me closer so that he's in the feeding trough range. And he still isn't? Oh yeah, it probably doesn't get an icon unless he's a juvenile. So I'm going to wait here until he turns into a juvenile, and then we'll be right back to see how that goes. Alright, so our Croc is now at, as you can see, he's got a feeding trough icon above his head now, like he didn't before. He's a juvenile now. That hits around the 20% mark. And from here on out, he just gets a little bigger along the way. Now he can eat from the trough, so I don't have to worry about putting it into his inventory. As you can see, his food slowly rises, and his health slowly rises. Now you don't have to worry. Now if you run out of food, the bar does not stop. As long as he has food, so like he still has 1,360 food. Now if I was to take all the food out of him, that would slowly decrease, but while that's decreasing, he'll still gain maturation process, so you don't have to worry ridiculously bad about getting food to him instantly, because that food is like the buffer between his health. The health won't fall until the food is at 0. But anyway, we're going to go away from him, and I'm going to kind of go into the stego that we got from the egg before. I had that egg and all that kind of good stuff, and I bred that stego with that stego, and got him. So it was a 29 and a 116 came to a 107 base, which is pretty good. It took forever, probably actually longer than taming a new stego, but that one has some really good base stats as well. So I'm gonna go up here and I'll do the raptor that we got. So the raptor is this guy. This was the raptor that I hatched, and I have the footage of the eggs hatching, them being juveniles and all that, so I'll run that so you can see what they look like as babies and when they were first coming out of the eggs. But he was bred. I also bred a turtle, but it turned out to be a male, and I don't need another male turtle, so I set him out on wander. So he's just gonna wander around the wild until he succumbs to some kind of carno or something like that. But anyway, I'm gonna go to that. We'll get into that footage of all those babies hatching, and we'll be right back to see how this Sarco turned out. Yo, and we're back, and he is just about, or she is just about to finish up her maturation process and become a real crocodile, a real level 131 base crocodile, which is awesome. And I just want to thank you all for the support on the last video. We got about almost 50 thumbs up. It's great. I really appreciate it. All the subs, all that kind of stuff. Please, if you want to see like live updates of when I'm going to be releasing everything, you can follow me on Twitter at GetJacked. I just kind of set that up for everyone. Other than that, I appreciate everything. Once we get to that 500 subscriber mark, I will be throwing up a Twitch stream. I have it all set up and ready. So whenever we hit that mark, I'll do a Twitch stream and probably do a little giveaway with a Steam key. So I appreciate all the support, and we'll catch you next time.